where did it start from? But I know it was about Adekunle and Shegs. So let me start with you, Shegs. What exactly happened?
I think in his newsletter, he basically said, everything that your faves are doing is sponsored by Pepsi.
Why did you feel it was about you, that line?
Like, everybody was doing their own thing. And obviously, your fans would be like, ah, mad. I don't need to act like I have so much money, but bro, I'm not being sponsored. This is coming out of my pocket.
So what was your reaction to that?
I basically tweeted that, nah, me by the Azul.
I saw that.
Exactly.
Why are you saying this? Like, I was in the club. I bought this just to have fun with my friends. It was even on a low key. I promise you, Ibuka, like, I didn't know that somebody was on live trying to like record it. I was just having fun.
So now that sounds like shade. It literally means nobody here is flexing without money that was given to them, right? Really? So what was the intention in that?
The beauty is, I didn't even know there was an Azul situation. I wasn't talking to anybody, right?
Because that was a very clear shade. I don't know how they got to know that Shegs ordered Azul. The next day, he dropped it. It was a shade.
I want to sub anybody, I will sub you directly and nothing will happen. Generally, there was a whole lot going with me. In retrospect, looking back, yes, it may have looked like, I was coming for people directly, but I promise you that wasn't the intent.
Come back to my channel. It is your girl V Marty, and of course it is another episode of the Big Brother Naija reunion day 2, guys. Now, today has me off the roof. Everything is really on point. Now, I just have to give it up to the producers of this show. If you are not watching this show, you don't know what you are doing. Guys, tune in so that you will not miss out on all of the tease that is going down on the Big Brother Naija reunion. Today, as usual, came with a banger. Now, still on the talk about what happened in Cape Town, Ebuka actually now sat them down. Now, they had the normal sit-down structure that they normally have, where Ebuka gets to ask them questions about what has been happening, and of course the question still boils down to what happened in Cape Town. So of course Ebuka started with Daniela, guys. Ebuka started with Daniela and Khalid.
How was it being in the same space again with Khalid?
We have spoken after the show, right? So seeing there wasn't anything different.
You guys know the story with Daniela and Khalid. If you don't know, let me give you a backstory. Daniela was moving back and forth from Khalid and then Dotun. I think she had a thing with Khalid. Like, that video did so well in my page. Like, she and Khalid actually did it in the house. And then when Khalid was, when Khalid was evicted, she also somewhat like did it again with Dotun, guys. It was a crazy moment. Like, she was having that back and forth between her and Dotun. Like, she would go to meet Dotun, hug him, and then go and cry. Obviously, we needed to see an insight to really what happened with that ship. Daniela was just like, well, it's just normal. They had talked about it and all of that. And Ebuka also looked to Khalid and asked Khalid, well, how did you feel spending time again with Daniela, after the house? And Khalid also was like, well, it's just like every other normal housemate. Like, he just literally generalized her.
How was it seeing her again? It wasn't any different, to be honest. It was just like spending time with any other housemate. It was good.
Guys, Khalid legit generalized her. Like, she's just like any other normal housemate. Obviously, I wasn't expecting that ship to sail, because if you can actually recall, in the beginning when Daniela was trying to go back to Dotun, Khalid was first trying to advocate for her, like, okay, you guys, it's just a show, it's just a game, until it got too much, until Daniela actually overdid it and Khalid couldn't take it anymore. So obviously I felt like that ship sank, like drowned. Okay, and Khalid just felt so indifferent in the reunion. Ebuka also asked Khalid that what did he feel like when he finally met Dotun and all of that. And Dotun was when he finally met Dotun, and Khalid was like, forward ever, it feels like it is gone, done and dusted, dead, everything there died. And he was like, forward ever, and Daniela was like, backward never. I didn't even know what that means. Why did she have to say that? It was just awkward. Like, it was just like a lot of awkward things there.
Was it awkward being in the same space with her and Dotun and Deji? Oh, not at all. How was that resolved? For me, it's like a long time ago, to be very honest. So forward ever. Yeah.
Ebuka went ahead to ask Dotun, what was the situation like also with Dotun. Dotun was just like, well, him and Khalid spoke about it. If there's one thing you don't know, guys would always be guys. This is a quick advice to ladies. If you allow one or more or two friends or guys play you, they would laugh about it and you'll be the laughing stock at the end of the day. So Dotun was like, well, it was not that deep. They had a conversation about it and they had an understanding.
Was it awkward? In all honesty, at first it probably was, but the crazy thing is that we had seen the week that I got out of the house, so we definitely saw, and as guys, we spoke about it, and we had an understanding. It was not anything so deep like that.
The understanding that didn't lead to any one of them actually dating Daniela in this current period. Also, another fun moment that actually happened at the reunion was the awkward moment between Phyna and Groovy. Ebuka had asked Groovy how was it like spending time.
Groovy, what's up?
I'm good.
How was Cape Town for you?
I mean, I enjoyed everything.
So you had a good time in Cape Town?
I enjoyed myself.
You had a lot of fun with Phyna as well?
Good memories is everybody.
And Phyna?
I believe she's part of everybody.
And Groovy had said, well, it was fun. He had a lot of fun with every other housemate. And Ebuka had to throw it to him you had fun with Phyna. And also, tonight again, the same thing played out. Groovy generalized her.
I believe she's part of everybody.
Groovy was like, well, I had fun with every of the housemates and I feel like Phyna is just one of them too. And Ebuka turned to Phyna and asked Phyna the same question, did you have fun, in Cape Town and all of that? And Phyna was like, she didn't have fun.
Yeah, how was Cape Town?
Cape Town was cold.
Did you almost miss your flight too?
Did I? I think so.
Did you have a great time?
I didn't have a great time in Cape Town.
But you were with Groovy at the time. It wasn't enough fun for you at the time?
Let's say we were just having fun.
So there was fun?
Yeah, sometimes when you're doing some things and you just
what
do
kind
it
of
regardless. Ebuka, that's it.
What kind of things were you doing that were fun?
Ebuka, that's it.
You could sense the pain and hurt in Phyna's voice. I feel like from her disposition, you could actually tell that Phyna still likes Groovy, right? But Groovy seems to be done with it. Groovy seems to be done and dusted with that chapter, which is very typical of men in the Big Brother house. It looks like it's the women that tend to invest so much, and and the guys get to just play around and boss around as usual. So it was like that between Phyna and Groovy, and the relationship actually hit the rocks, hit the iceberg, and shattered, obviously, from what we can see as of this moment. Now, another thing worthy of note was a face-off between the funny Diane and Amaka. And there's one thing about Amaka would exude this kind of bossy, I don't know, Amaka was just exuding this kind of bougie, bossy chick tonight, with the eye rolling and the makeup. And I kept asking myself, is this all of her? Abi, she left some of herself in the house, because why all this extra attitude? But anyways, it's the reunion. Everybody wants to pepper everybody. So Ebuka had asked their situation between her and Giddy Fire. There was the situation between, Amaka, Giddy Fire, and Diane. I think Diane sort of had a thing slightly with Giddy Fire, and Amaka was sort of disappointed because she had told Diane that she had wanted Giddy Fire. So they just kept going back and forth, and Diane was trying to explain herself.
All right, so Amaka, did you know, first of all, that Diana had anything going on with Giddy Fire?
At the time, I didn't know.
She didn't tell you?
She said he was his friend.
So you felt like you could trust her to hook up?
At the time, without enough information, I fancied him. Sometimes I can be very impulsive, so I don't think I put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah.
She said nothing was happening, right? So she's a grown woman. She would not keep on saying something like that. All I kept hearing is from people, oh, this person comes to tell me, oh, these people, they're an item. But from her, she tells me there is nothing. But all I know is that he was he was entertaining the whole thing. And not behind Diana, but in front of Diana. So I really don't know what's going on.
I'm not here to blame anybody to say that I didn't see it. I said I weak when I found that. I want to just clear something. You told me about Gidi Fire. Before you told me regarding Gidi Fire, you asked me for Hello Swag, you asked me for Dotu, you asked me for Deji, you are Groovy. I'm not exposing you, but I'm just saying that for me it was crude. When we say we will never quarrel for a guy and we say everything about the house, it will be crude. Yes or no?
Diana.
Amaka, yes or no?
I don't know what to answer you. You can't tell me to tell you yes or no.
I don't want to be exposed here as if you told me something. I wanted to hook you. When I hook you, everything be my business to go and hook you. No, serious.
Diana.
Yes, Amaka.
I will not quarrel with you because of a guy, even if we spoke about it or we did not speak about it. Remember, I said here that the initial strategy I came with is that I was going to be a player.
That's why I allow you.
So,
because when she came to me,
that well, she wanted everybody, that she asked her for every single, most of the guys in the house. Okay, so Amaka defended herself by saying, well, because her strategy in the house in the beginning was to be the player one. That didn't really work out, as we can see. So obviously, and the way Amaka was going to answer that, it was just like, I'm not going to say what I cannot say. You're not going to tell me yes or no. It was just so much poise, literally saying nothing. Like, it's too much shakara and you end up literally saying nothing. To me though. So that was the part between Amaka and Diane. I think we also have the part between Farm Savvy and Elo Swag. I think at Elo Swag nominated Farm Savvy at some point, and Farm Savvy was sort of disappointed because he felt like they were like G's, pals and all of that. And Elo Swag explained himself. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, let me let you know that if you are not watching the reunion, you are on a long thing, please make sure that you subscribe to your GoTV, your DSTV. You can watch it there and we can just come and gist and laugh about it together on this channel. Okay, heavy disclaimer, this is not a video to tell you not to watch the Big Brother Nigeria reunion. This is actually a video that encourages you to actually sit down and watch the show, to make you know that you are missing a lot on the show. Before I forget, these are some of the amazing comments that I got in my last video. As I have said earlier on, I'm going to be featuring some of your amazing comments, and this particular person has taken out time to show me lots of love in the comment section, and I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much for these amazing comments. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Please do not forget to keep coming back, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.